Hey, welcome to day one of my video series, my new video series called Unearthing Jen. And this idea came to me last week, a week ago or so. And the intention behind it, because I always like to share the intention behind it if you can't maybe pick up on that or feel that, is that I want to share my story because I feel like I've been doing that since I came out of the spiritual closet and since I became a medium. And it's not going to be a journey about that. It's not going to be about spiritual closet or becoming a medium because I've already done that. It's not going to be really about things I've already told you. It's going to be kind of an unraveling and unveiling of more of who I believe I am, or maybe who you believe that I am. And I know it sounds a little bit weird, but honestly my intention is always, like, I feel like I came to this earth with no filter and I'm not able to not tell you truth, and I'm not able to not be vulnerable, if that makes sense. And we could debate that if that's a boundary issue, because part of this diary series is going to be sort of a comparison or a document of the human world and the spirit world, and sort of how to navigate those things together, because I also feel like I'm kind of a guinea pig for some of you, for those who follow me. And as always, my intention is to help someone, and that's usually the case. Sometimes my intention is inspiration, and if that comes out of this, awesome. And I don't want it to be an explanation. So I don't want it to be an explanation or proving anyone right. Sort of like an unleashing and unearthing. Because a lot of you have followed me for the past 4 years. It's been almost 4 years since I started this journey, and there's been a lot of this going on. And what prompted this video series of me to show up for the next 30 days, this is day one, is this energy of that is Jen, okay? And my journey and my discovery, because I know I am not alone in my journey. We can't be alone in our journeys because we are all in this together, right? All in this together. You know I had to put a song in there. So it's going to be sort of like a non-explanation. It's going to be sort of just me rambling my thoughts like this, with the hopes that I help someone, with the intention that it resonates with you on a soul level, and that you're like, either I knew it, or she's just like me. Relatability, vulnerability, authenticity. I don't think I need to say I'm going to be those things. You're going to see those things naturally. I feel like I can't even not be those things anymore. Whereas in the past, it was what many of you go through is like, being afraid to say the truth, being afraid to be who you really are. And I feel like as the progression goes along, whatever part of your journey you're on, eventually you will probably get to the point, because we're on a spiritual journey, and we're all trying to return to our soul self, which I talk about a lot, is merging yourself closer and closer with your soul self. But again, it's going to be a balance of like human world, spirit world, and sort of my, I don't want to say struggle, but my opportunity to show you how I discern between the two, and how they kind of mesh sometimes, and how come sometimes they're like this far apart, and how people take that on. And you're going to see my journey through your own lens. You're not going to see it through mine. I will try to share as closely as I can the thought that comes in. My hair's still wet because I just had a shower. Some days I can't get in the shower. This is a big deal. So I'm showing you, like, I got in the shower today, and I know a lot of you are struggle with that sometimes too, right? So let's talk about depression. There might be days where I'm like, and there might be days where I'm like, meh, but I will always show up. Every time I make a commitment to myself, like a 30-day, if I'm doing even a teaching a 30-day class, or I'm doing a 30-day challenge, I have this hard drive in me that I will always show up no matter what. That's one, like, a really good positive thing or facet or trait about me, is that I will always show up no matter what if I say I'm going to. And that wasn't always the case, right? So anyways, I'm not exactly ready to share my discovery. So again, what prompted this was a discovery of my human self, I guess, and I'm trying to navigate that with my spiritual self. So then I'm questioning everything. Well, aren't those the same? But we're on this third dimensional plane, this materialistic, this very tangible earth plane, right? There's the ground, there's the fence, there's the table, there's the umbrella, there's the dog, there's the water, and trying to understand my massive pull to the spirit world, connecting with that soul self and other beings, and like, how does that pertain to the human world, and are they even a match? Like, I don't know. But yeah, so what prompted this was I found out something about myself in a human term, something that probably does not exist in the spirit world or in the universe, or in obviously when I am done with this meat suit, it will not pertain to me anymore because it's not who I am. But just to give you guys a heads up, I have realized that now I have another opportunity to share something else with you guys that will hopefully help you, maybe help you understand a little bit more about yourself and me. If you're following me, obviously if you're watching this video, you follow me. And just what that looks like and trying to navigate it, right? So you've seen there was this COVID diary thing where you could write about your experiences during COVID, and it's not a COVID diary. But it's a video series diary. I'm just gonna talk, and I'm just gonna let it all hang out like I normally do. And again, you might think it's a boundary thing, and maybe it is. I've always had issues with boundaries. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think most of us struggle with boundaries. We have to like navigate, right? Like, okay, what will I allow and what will I not allow? And I mean, if you're still around after 4 years, then you're forgiving of that. You're like, well, that's just Jen. And that's kind of what I thought too, is that, well, this is just me. This is just who I am. This is, but my epiphany or my wake-up call, another awakening of like, maybe this isn't normal. Maybe the way I show up and my energy and my way of speaking and my way of behaving and my personality is not normal. So stay tuned for the next couple of episodes. Stay tuned for 30 days. That'll be awesome if you wanted to hang out for 30 days with me. It's gonna be up and down like I am. Maybe you're the same way. Maybe you're completely level, which is awesome. Which is hopefully what I'm going to achieve eventually. And then I'm just like, well, maybe I just want to keep being this way. Maybe I just want to keep being a roller coaster. But some days I'm like, I don't really like this roller coaster. So I'm looking forward to bearing it all, to sharing my soul with you, sharing my journey with you, and I look forward to the next 29 days. Okay, bye.